Welcome to Spidell's Federal Tax Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane, and this week we're talking about some things to keep in mind when filing schedules K-2 and K-3. If you need to get caught up on these new schedules, we have a 2-hour on-demand webinar on K-2, K-3 reporting and what you need to know about preparing them. You can find the course at spidell.com under the Webinars tab. In mid-January 2022, the IRS revised its Forms 1065 and 1120S instructions to state that even domestic partnerships and S corporations with no foreign activities or foreign partners may have to complete and file the new schedules K2 and K3 for Forms 1065 and 1120S. The IRS provided some transitional relief for the 2021 tax year with respect to schedules K2 and K3, but this transitional relief only applied to the 2021 tax year. When preparing schedules K2 and K3 on an extended return, here are a couple useful tips to remember. Schedule K2, Part 2, line 55 is a key check figure when preparing Schedule K2. This line has to match either Form 1065, Schedule K, Analysis of Net Income or Loss, line 1, or Form 1120S, Schedule K, line 18, Income or Loss Reconciliation. Also, interest expense has to be reported on schedules K2 and K3 on Part 2, lines 39 through 43. Line 39 reports interest expense specifically allocable under Treasury Regulations Section 1.861-10 subsection E. This is certain related group indebtedness described as excess borrowing by a United States affiliated group from unrelated parties. Line 40 reports interest expense specifically allocable under Treasury Regulations Section 1.861-10 Cap T. This is generally qualified non-recourse debt, for example, mortgage debt on real property and secured by the property. Line 41 reports business interest expense. This is general business interest expense that is neither investment interest nor related to a passive activity. For example, interest paid on a business credit card or a bank line of credit for an operating business. If a partnership's only partners are corporations, then don't use lines 42 or 43. Just use lines 39, 40, and 41. Line 42 reports investment interest expense. For example, if a partnership receives a margin loan to purchase investments, the interest on the loan is reported on line 42. And line 43 reports passive activity interest expense. This is interest expense incurred to fund passive activities like rental activities, but this wouldn't include interest on qualified non-recourse debt, which is reported on line 40. The IRS's FAQs have promised additional guidance for filling out schedules K2 and K3 once the 2022 form instructions are released. In July, the IRS released an FAQ that clarified that a filer is not required to complete Section 1 of Part 3, lines 15 and 16, Section 3 of Part 4, and Line 5, Section 3 of Part 10, unless either the partnership or S corporation incurs research and experimental expense, or the partner or shareholder is expected to license, sell, or transfer its intangible property to the partnership or S corporation. The IRS noted that this clarification will be added to the tax year 2022 instructions, but that filers could choose to follow the clarification for tax year 2021. The 2022 instructions will also contain guidance on how a partnership should report its original issue discount and original issue discount income taxable on a gross basis to a foreign partner in Section 1 of Part 10 and reporting on Section 3, lines 2B, 3A, and 3B of Part 10. We'll have more information on any updates to the filing of schedules K2 and K3 at Spidell's 2022-2023 Federal Tax Update webinar, where we'll also cover the most important tax law changes from the past year affecting individuals, businesses, and investments. See a full list of topics and get registered at spidell.com under the Webinars tab. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Spidell's Federal Tax Minute.